Okay, here Nico's going to put together just a sample cabinet we had laying around the shop. It's an older cabinet, it's not in the best shape, but we're just doing this to show you how the thing goes together. Here he goes. He's using a standard drill, or you can use an impact on low with a Phillips head screwdriver, putting the cams in place. This particular cabinet is just something I've had around the shop that we've taken apart and put together several different times. Now that is that's the bottom of the cabinet that he's working on now, which is only 2 of those cams that go in it. No, those are dowels. I always get that stuff mixed up. And I'm just going to say the tightest system. How's that? There's part of the tightest system. So as you can see, this is going pretty quick. Okay, so we're almost done putting those in. One more there, and then there's one more right at the top of it, or 2 more on the top. So at that point, you're ready to actually start putting the dowel and cam system together. Because we put this cabinet together already, the white cams are already installed, and once they're installed, they don't come out. They're like a fish hook. Once they're in, they're hard to get out, but there they are. So we're going to put this together. It does help to have 2 people do this. That way you got one guy on each side. It can be done by yourself. I do it all the time by myself, but I do it all the time. So when you're new to it, it's a little bit harder. All right, now the next side just slides into place.
Make sure your cams are opened up.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. Don't listen to him. The cams will be opened up when they get there. It's just we take this cabinet apart and together so many times that we're not starting from a dead scratch. But you do want to make sure your cams are opened. You also want to make sure a couple other things that we'll let you know about. So now at that point, the box stays right where it's at. And this is the bottom. There's the bottom. And here's the top.
And the top,
okay, so you just tap it into place, and then let's tilt the box up. Okay, now he's going to lock them in, which is just a simple turn of a screwdriver in order to get them locked in. Okay, now we're going to put the hinge plates on the cabinet. So let's move this up over here a little bit. Hinge plate. So this isn't too time consuming. And you can see at this point, it's only been a few minutes since we started. 6 minutes and 23 seconds to be exact. And basically we're ready to start building the doors at this point. So now we're going to just slide this cabinet, grab it, and we'll set it down right here. Okay, now we're going to grab the doors and start putting the hinges on them. Okay, so now we're going to start putting the hinges on. And like I tell you, the hinges are really easy to put on these doors. There is no screws or anything. You just pop them in. That's it. So now, again, this cabinet's been done a few times already, so they're going in a little easier than normal. You might have to wiggle them back and forth. Show them, Nico, how to wiggle back and forth to actually get them to go into a tighter hole, just like that, and then he pushes, and bam. So now we're ready to put the 2 poles on the handles already. Usually the poles don't come threaded, so that's one less thing you got to worry about. All right, so you just stick them through, line that pole up on the other side, drive it in. Just use a normal screwdriver or a drill gun if you want, one of those 2 tools. But at this point, I don't know, we're at, in real time, 8 minutes and 13 seconds to completing this box. That's why these systems go together so fast and easy. There's nothing strenuous about this. Now, granted, this is a smaller cabinet, and I do recommend that you have 2 people when you're doing certain things. Now, if you're just putting in a workbench, well, you probably only need 1 guy. But if you're going to put in a double stack cabinet, you definitely need 2 people. And not to build the cabinets, you could probably build those by yourself, but to actually do the lifting them on top of each other and stuff. So again, this is the European style Bigfoot garage cabinet. It comes in white and gray edge banding. And you can see it's got a sleek, nice look to it, which we're gonna go over those, the other parts of the cabinet in the near future. I have pictures of this garage with absolutely nothing in it. So you'll see the before and after, but this cabinet system, the whole system, only took about 2 people 5 hours to put together. So it wasn't that hard. But before we did put them together, we had it highly organized so you don't run into a mess. Now we've got the doors done. We're going to pick the box back up and we're going to stick it there. So now okay, so you see the handles just click right in place. Okay, now shut the doors. Well, lo and behold, now there is a cabinet that needs the doors adjusted, it seems. So now, in order to adjust the doors, let me look at this sucker. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so you can see that. Now, in order to adjust the doors, I can tell that they have to go in a little bit. So I'm going to take this one and move it in a hair. Okay, so that cabinet's a little bit better. This cabinet needs to go this way. Okay, so that's that way. Okay, they're getting straightened out right now. This one, let's see here. Let me see that. Okay, for a quick one. So just a quick adjustment on those. Now the door's shut right. So this is that particular cabinet, which, like I say, the Bigfoot original. So now this is the European style Bigfoot garage cabinets. As you can see, there's a 6-foot section that's 12 inches deep. Those are the upper cabinets. And the workbench is 24 inches by 6 feet, 24 inches deep by 6 feet long. And then it's got a double stack. And what we do is we take the box right here, we make a box and another box that fits on top of it. So we're able to ship this, like this part of this system here, all shipped out on a 4-foot by 4-foot pallet, which is amazing if you think about it. Look how big it is. So it goes on a 4-foot by 4-foot pallet. There's a total of 4 boxes over there that you build, 2 bottoms and 2 tops that just slide right on top of each other. And then at that point, you've got this is a 6-foot section by, I think it's just under 8 feet tall. So it's just under 8 feet tall. And then down over here, we've got another section of it. That's, again, a 12-foot section built in 3-foot sections. That thing is about 6.5 feet tall. I think it's 72 inches. And that's another part of the system. So, and then you got the cabinet that we just built. So you can see none of this stuff's hard, and in the video I'm going to have photos of us actually putting these boxes up and building them, because we have all of it, so you can see exactly what's going on.